And in fact, a world without God ends up being very similar to a world of the animals.
That's weird of him to say because we're all animals.
Hi, I'm Barak Lurie, and today I want to talk to you about how atheists themselves don't necessarily believe in atheism.
What he's saying is nonsensical. Atheism is lack of belief of any god or gods due to lack of evidence or due to the lack of conceptual understanding of what a god even is. And atheism is a word. And atheists can believe in that word because that word exists. Maybe not in a physical sense, like a cat or an apple or a tree, but because there's meaning to that particular usage of that word in the English language.
Yeah, that's right. I mean that. In other words, yeah, that's right. I mean that. In other words,
look at the smug smile on this smug, condescending, ignorant troglodyte's face. He thinks atheists can't believe in atheism, yet it took me like 15 seconds to debunk that without having to strain my brain at all.
He enjoys all the benefits of a world with God.
So, because he believes in a God, specifically the gay-hating, son-sacrificing, slavery-enforcing tyrant known in the Bible, that means he's having a better life, but you're just making assumptions based on someone's belief system.
Especially in America.
You have nothing to cite for your outrageous claims. I find it funny that he thinks the American founding father, George Washington, or even any of the big guys who started this country, America, were Christian. Most of them were agnostic deists at best, and a few were atheists, and Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and many of the others had many records and letters talking about their disdain for Christianity and most other religions, and the Christian God. Granted, these men were slave-holding capitalists who made an entire country just for the big bucks, but still. Hell, Thomas Jefferson even wrote his own Bible. Pretty much rewrote his own Bible. Completely removed most of the supernatural claims that Jesus did and everything. That's besides the point.
And almost every other country in Western civilization, which...
Yeah, because they're spreading their propaganda and misinformation to uneducated people. That, or by force, for centuries. We have evidence of this. Why don't you bring it up? Because it might hurt your agenda to spread your hate and ignorance.
Which infuses its morality from the Judeo-Christian mindset.
What, like stoning gays, witches, and owning people as property? Being okay to beat slaves to death after a certain time period? Foreskin removal, ritually sacrificing your own daughter to the very god as collateral for winning a battle? And or owning slaves and having different hierarchies of slaves, and forcing slaves must obey their masters, especially the cruel ones? Forcing your spouse who you think cheated on you to go to the temple and be forced to drink a concoction that if pregnant causes a miscarriage? That type of Christian moral mindset?
And because of that, he enjoys the benefits of truth, of justice, of beauty, of music, a sense of fair play, and for that matter, freedom and democracy itself.
We're animals, and it's incredibly insulting to assume an animal like an elephant can't enjoy music because it doesn't believe in a god.
These are things, among many other things, that he truly enjoys. He wants to live by, and he expects others to live by.
All animals usually want to be free from some type of captivity if they're held into such. You know dogs exist because you called atheists dogs before, and you know how dogs don't like to be held in tiny spaces for too long. You heard of birds? They make music. You ever go outside?
Right. I mean, don't we all want that? But the question is, why? I mean, animals don't have any of these senses. An animal doesn't have any interest in truth or justice, or a sense of purpose, or improving his life to become a better dog or a better cheetah for that matter.
Monkeys, octopuses, crabs, dolphins, crows, all of these animals exhibit stuff that you're saying they don't, and they can't, because you're trying to push your agenda, and you're truly ignorant. And being ignorant is okay. It's being arrogant and stubborn about it that's the problem. Could I go on? Nah. Let's continue. You humans get my point. Barak Lurie, you are an animal. We humans are all animals. You can deny this all you want. I mean, denial is the most predictable of all human responses after all. And we humans, like all animals, can be mostly predictable.
right? That's not in their DNA.
Why are you bringing up something that was backed up by the same scientific process that you always say is not real, aka the Big Bang Theory and the theory of evolution, which you yourself claim to be fake science, and yet you're bringing that up? Interesting how you like to cherry pick things you don't like from things you do. But then again, you preach about the Bible, so I can tell you've got a lot of practice.
But for us, for we humans, we for some reason have this sense of a better tomorrow, of progress.
Let me tell all the bears and squirrels and other animals that hide their food for later consumption that they shouldn't be saving for a better tomorrow, so that Barak Lurie's imagination can come to life.
But in our quest to have a better world, we really should ask ourselves, why is it so?
I don't know, but I can guarantee neither do you.
Why? Why do we strive for beauty and music and art? Why do we strive for truth? Why do we strive to make the world a better place?
Maybe it's because we'd live longer lives, better, more fulfilled lives this way, and to improve the living conditions of all creatures of this world would be a benefit for all.
This is something that the atheist really can't understand and doesn't want to understand.
Wow, you old sack of camel creeps, you truly don't stop, do you? I gave you some pretty good responses so far. You're wrong, Barak. Like with your religion.
And in fact, a world without God ends up being very similar to a world of the animals.
So, this world right here now, you're not making much sense. Please try again.
Where it's only struggling, where you only have 3 central missions in your life. To eat, to not be eaten, and to mate. That's it. And to mate. That's it.
It looks like you had a flashback when he mentioned the word mate. Like he's regretting something or wishing for more. I don't know.
If you want that world, well, then be an atheist. But if you don't accept that world, if you don't think that's what your purpose in life is, then maybe you're not an atheist.
But if they don't believe in God, then by definition they're an atheist, and end of discussion, really.
But just remember my mantra.
That's against your Bible and not a part of your religion according to the Bible. We need to stone you for it. But seeing as you're a cherry picker, you'd ignore that.
Even when I was an atheist, I used to say, I'm an atheist, but thank God nobody else is.
If you thank God for you to be an atheist, and you were sincere about it, then by definition, you are not an atheist. You are a theist pretending to be one. Plus, it doesn't make any sense anyway, because the God you believe in should himself be an atheist. Does God believe he was created? If your answer is no, then God's an atheist.
Because I know the dangers of a world without God.
You can't even name a single thing. What, Sweden, Norway, Japan, and their lack of crime and other immoral acts compared to the godly nations like America or the Middle East?
We'll talk about that more in our next episode. Thank you for listening. We'll talk with you next week.
Man, this guy and his set of videos are just, whew. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Tell me your thoughts about this video. What are your opinions? What are your thoughts about it? Tell me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye, everyone. Peace.